Between 11,000 and 6,000 years ago, no one is completely sure when people started enchaining cows, sheep, camels, and crops to get the things they needed. This is called bartering. People barter one thing for another. Here's how it worked in the beginning. Hi, I need some flour to make bread. You have bread? What can we exchange? Well, I have cows. How about I give you a cow for a field of wheat? It's a deal. Around 3,000 years ago, people decided that shares were a good form of money. But why? The answer is simple. Shares are beautiful, they're hard, and they don't break easily, so they last a long time. You can find shares everywhere, and that makes them precious. So shares become valuable. If people want something, they won't give shares for it. Other people did the same thing with feathers. Next, about 200 years later, the first coin was invented in China. The coins were made out of metal. Nowadays, we have small round coins, but back then, they were made into different shapes in different countries. Later, people used precious metals like gold and silver to make coins. In Lydia, which is now part of the country we call Turkey, a mixture of silver and gold was used to make coins. But guess that what? Coins are heavy. If you had a lot of coins in your pocket all the time, they would make a hole. About 1,200 years ago, the Chinese started to print money, but it wasn't paper money. They used leather from animal skins. It wasn't until the 7th century that they decided to use paper. At last, the world had its first paper currency. Paper is light and easy to carry. If you had paper money, you won't need so many coins. Strangely enough, it took many more centuries for other countries around the world to start using paper money. One of the problems with paper money was that it was easy to copy. Early banknotes or bills were printed in black and white. People who could draw well could easily to copy them. Now bills are colorful. They have complicated designs, which are often pictures of portraits of people, and metal stories long, thin lines that go across the bill. That makes them very difficult for anyone to copy. Hey, how much are your pigeons? They're 1 piece of paper. What? That's great. We still have paper money and coins, but now we also pay for things electronically. Many people do their shopping online because now you can buy almost anything you want on the internet. To spend money electronically, we can use cell phones and plastic cards, such as credit and debit cards. Using one of these ways tells the bank to pay another person, store, or restaurant for goods or service. We can borrow money from the bank this way too. The bank lends us money for a certain amount of time. and we pay back what we owe them later. Maybe one day we want new coins and bills at all.